There, guys and gals. I thought since official is over with, I'll show you a little trick that I've known for quite some time now. There are some older videos on different ways of doing this, but as far as I know, this is one of the only ones that still works. Now, it's probably not going to work in ASA because, unless they specifically programmed to be weird like this, it's just not going to be a thing. But you can still do it in ARK Survival Evolved on your unofficial or single player servers, and that's making a floating base, making one that has no connection to the foundations. You still need foundations or pillars, but as you can see, there's nothing here, but there is a whole base above me. And you can build it as big and as high, and you can build it, I could build it the entire width of this whole thing if I laid down the foundations without anything connecting on the bottom. See, there's just nothing here. And I can climb up, put a hatch frame up here, and have a nice little base in the sky. Climb down, and it's just something pretty cool that you can do. And you can build it as big as you want, all the way up to the 70 something high range, and as far out as you lay your foundations and pillars. Now, how this gets done is you start with a foundation like this. You add a couple of walls like so, or three. Three is probably better. Then a ceiling that's 2 higher than the foundation. Any higher than this, this trick will lay what we're going to do, but once you remove this piece, it will fall apart if you try to go any higher with this. You'll see what I'm talking about. And normally you can take these fence foundations and lay them, on the ground, or you can even if you do it right, you can even, so you get it right up under this foundation. But if you stand here, so you can see it above me. If you look in the top left corner right now, you can see that it's above me right now. It's trying to lay into that ceiling. And if I go ahead and lay it there, now the foundation for this structure is technically up there. And it is supported by this foundation, which means it didn't do right. And I'll leave this in because sometimes errors happen. Let's try this again. Let's try this here, that there. I think I may have done it wrong. It may have laid just in the wrong spot, because you're not supposed to be looking up when you do this. You're supposed to be looking down on the edge and look down. Now it's up there, and let's see if it's in any kind of different place. Look at that. Now it works like it's supposed to. Alright, and then you can add walls on either side. Actually, I'll lay a wall there so I can... Let's make another one of these if we can. Here, let's there we go. Pick that back up. Now we can lay a ceiling in there. That way our fence foundation is completely closed in. Now, of course, you're going to want to do this with metal. You're not going to want to do, and you're not going to want to do it on PvP. You're going to want to do it on PVE only. But and you know, and from here you have one single space, but then you can build it like that, so it looks even more like the whole thing is just floating. When people get close to it, they're like, "How is that possible?" And you know, it's just a cool little trick. Now, if you remove this foundation or that fence foundation that is in here, this whole thing will fall. Everything that is above will come down immediately. It will all fall. It's all dependent on the fence foundation up here. Of course, you can only branch out if you have more foundations, but it's all built around that fence foundation that's in there. And also, I think this one I can remove. But that ceiling right there is holding up all of these ceilings because it's attached to the fence foundation. So if you remove it, everything will fall except for what is directly attached to the fence foundation. So this whole thing will come down for that. So you can't you can replace that, but you cannot remove that ceiling. That's why I have the entrance on the outside instead of making it cool and having it on the inside. You could probably let's see if we could do this. We could probably put a hatch frame there, as long as we place it in the same spot. Let's have a quick look here. Alright, now let's have a look. Yeah, I bet we can actually do that if we make it a hatch frame in the center. So that you can even have the entrance to your base. Let's see if we can get that. It's got to be in the same spot. Okay. Yeah, that works. And then you can put your hatch frame in. Open it up. Attach your ladders. There. There you are. Now you're up in your base. So yeah, you can actually have it in the center here. Or then you can just remove this. These outside ladders. And of course you could build it just, you know, higher up to wherever your floor is. So yeah, even the entrance to your base, people are like, well, where is that? You know, you just walk underneath and come up, open your hatch. You know, you could even put your hatch up here higher, another one, but you can't remove this one. You cannot remove this hatch. If you remove this hatch, everything falls down. So you would have two hatches here to be able to climb all the way up to the top. So we can see what that looks like real quick. Come over here to these trees. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I think that's going to be good enough. I didn't finish building this side of the top of that. It's just for demonstration anyway. I'm actually going to tear this down and build my base on this flat foundation here. Oh, I know, you're always thirsty. There we are. Now we're in. And this one, you know, we can always just replace now. So that you have your base here. And you can lock it, you can close it from the ground. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, I'll go away. I gotta go over here and get some water. Yeah, that's about it for this video. I do want to show you one more thing here. Let me turn my camera back down. It's getting a little bright now. This huge square here, if you'll notice, is all foundations. No pillars whatsoever. And it's going to be pretty important for the beginning of ASA is to build as much as you can on foundations, because we're not going to have the incubator for eggs. That means you're going to have eggs sitting on air conditioners again, and if you get out of render range, or if you log out and the egg hatches or whatever, or even when your eggs are laying out and you log off for a while and you come back, there's a chance when your base loads in that they're going to fall to the floor. I mean, we don't know how that's going to work yet in ASA, so it's best to build your base, if you can at all, on foundations, so the eggs and the babies don't fall through it when they're rendered. This is a spot here that you can get up to 21 by 21 squares. That's 484 foundations to make a massive base. You see, this is not small by any means, and then it can go up, 72 or 77, I think it's high. That's an insane amount of space. I'm going to be building a base here so y'all can see what it looks like, but in my next video I'm going to show several places all over the island where you can build flat foundation bases in ASA to combat losing babies and eggs under pillars and stuff like that, them falling through your floors. So that's what my next video is going to be about. But this one, I thought I'd share this with y'all, that you can, now that official's over, it's because it was technically considered cheating. So if you done this on an official server and got reported for it, they could ban you. But now that official's over, I decided to share this with everyone. If you want a floating base, this is how you get one. Just use that fence foundation, and then however many foundations you have in any direction, you can build out and up as high as you want. Alright, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you.